Bitcoin has seen a breakout out of the horizontal support we have been seeing, guys. But is this the breakout that we all have been waiting for? I'm going to talk about that in today's video. We are going to have a look at if Bitcoin could be forming a double bottom formation right here and might even start a new uptrend right now. Or is it still possible that Bitcoin is going to see lower levels and is going to continue the correction that we are seeing right here? So guys, we are going to have a look at those possibilities right there in the Bitcoin chart. We are also going to have a look at some bullish news for the month of February. So guys, with that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. Right now, let's jump into the Bitcoin dump of yesterday. But before we are zooming in right here on the Bitcoin chart, guys, let's take 1 minute with all of us. Scroll below this video, hit the thumbs up button. That would be amazing, guys. Your engagement is truly appreciated. Now, guys, let's jump into the Bitcoin price action. And guys, we had a exciting yesterday, right? Because we were expecting a breakout from this horizontal support, and yeah, eventually we got a breakout to the downside, but we haven't really seen the reaction that we normally want to see when Bitcoin is actually seeing a breakout, right? So we broke to the downside. We did saw an increase in the amount of volume right here, which is quite nice. Showed us that definitely we have been breaking through some support. But this was definitely not the significant support that we all have been waiting for this massive breakout. So guys, when we have a look at the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we broke below this horizontal support. And right now on the 4-hour time frame, it looks like it is acting as resistance. We haven't really seen a 4-hourly candle close back above this level. So that is quite interesting, but I wouldn't say that this is the breakout that we all have been waiting for. Actually, definitely not. And also when we have a look at Ethereum real quickly right now, then we are still trading in this rising wedge formation. We also didn't see a breakout right here, which is also strengthening the fact that we haven't seen a significant breakout in the Bitcoin price. Guys, one level I want to point out right here in the Bitcoin chart. Wait, I need to go to another chart. This one is the 50 daily moving average, because yesterday when Bitcoin has seen this drop, we got supported at exactly the 50-day moving average. So let's have a look at that. Right now it's standing on the 50. Let's zoom in right here. As you can see, the price right here dropped, and from the 50-day moving average right here, we were seeing the bounce. So that is really remarkable, guys, that this is the level that right now is holding support. Guys, if we would have a look at the Bitcoin price right here without the beautiful drawings, then it actually looks like we could be seeing a bounce right here from the 50-day moving average and go into a new uptrend. Is that the most likely scenario? Right now, at this specific moment, I do not think so, because the bounce that we are seeing so far, the reaction that we are seeing so far from this level is also not that significant like the breakout we have seen with Bitcoin. We want to see a huge reaction in the price. We want to see extreme buying power, buying forces coming back into the price of Bitcoin, or we want to see extreme selling forces. Right now, Bitcoin is just still a little bit indecisive. Depending a little bit on what time frame you're looking at, but right now if we have a look at the daily time frame, and this is something I've shared on my Twitter as well, guys, yesterday, is that if we have a look at the daily time frame and we are seeing Bitcoin breaking some support and still declining, we have a massive bullish divergence on the daily time frame. So guys, let's have a look at that. Right in the price, we have been setting a higher low, actually quite a steep higher low. If we have a look at the RSI, then we have been setting a lower low, and this is a massive bullish divergence. So even though Bitcoin is going to break out to the downside, maybe see a further decline right there in the price, we are still looking very bullish in the midterm perspective, because we have this major bullish divergence. RSI is retracing further than the price, and I definitely expect Bitcoin to continue this uptrend right here. And the biggest question is, of course, right now, are we going to see a further correction down the line right here, or can we see a bounce from the 50 daily moving average? And guys, I think I'm going to use this moving average right now in order to determine what Bitcoin is going to do. If we were to get a daily close below the 50-day moving average, then that is a very bearish sign, showing us that, yeah, most likely we are in for a more bearish price action. The first level that I would be watching is the downtrending support right here, where we've seen the bounces off with these wicks. I'm not sure how significant this support actually is, because we only have 2 touches so far. But yeah, I would calculate that as the first major support level, which is at approximately $28,150 US. If we were to break below that level, guys, I definitely think Bitcoin can reach the level of 22,500 due to the fact that that is a former very significant support level. And yeah, if we really were to break these support levels, I think the chances highly increase Bitcoin will go to 22,500. So that would actually be a crazy scenario, a very good opportunity to buy the dip, especially when you look from which levels we came. But yeah, guys, this is not necessary, because normally in a bull market we have corrections which needs a requirement of a minimum of 30%, and that is something that we have already seen so far. If we measure the correction right here from the top till the bottom so far, then we already had a correction of approximately 30%, which is the minimum requirement of a correction in a bull market. So it is possible we are going to start the next uptrend right here. However, if we have a look at this rally we have seen in Bitcoin so far, it also makes sense that we are going to see a further correction right there in the price of Bitcoin. A correction maybe of 40%, maybe of 35%, and maybe even come down to this support and see a correction of 45%. Definitely possible, guys. Right now it is difficult to say. I think in the shorter term time frame we are still in a downtrend. We are trading below the 20 daily moving average. We are trading below the 50 moving average right here on the 4-hour time frame. The most important support right now is the horizontal former support, which right now is turning into resistance. This level is at approximately 30,000, starting at 30,800, going to 31,000. So that is actually the level that I'm watching right here in the immediate short-term time frame. So guys, right now I really do think that the Bitcoin price is actually looking quite tricky. And yeah, let's go to my Twitter account, because I have been asking you guys, what do you think is going to happen with the price of Bitcoin? And yeah, let's have a look. We were forming a poll. I was asking you guys, do you think is Bitcoin going to pump or dump from here? And as you can see, the poll is really divided. There is no one clear direction in the sentiment right now, which makes it very difficult to predict the price. Because if everybody, like 90% of the people right now think that Bitcoin is going to pump, then I would definitely say, with the price action we are seeing in Bitcoin right now, in the pattern and so on, there is a higher likelihood that we are going to see a dump, a breakout to the downside. Right now, opinions are very divided. If you have a look at crypto Twitter, everybody is sharing different charts. One is sharing very bullish charts, one is sharing very bearish charts. So yeah, it is very divided. So it is very hard to get a grasp of the sentiment right now. And therefore, I think it is as well right now a no trading zone, and Bitcoin is not in a very clear direction right now. And guys, I have the following arguments for the indecisiveness of the price action right now. So we could be forming a double bottom pattern, which is bullish right. We are coming down, double bottom, and we are reversing into a uptrend. That is definitely possible. We have seen a bounce of the 50-day moving average, but that bounce is not a strong bounce that we normally want to see when Bitcoin is touching such a major level. We want to see a very nice bounce where the price is increasing and we are seeing volume increasing as the price is going up. We are not seeing that right now as well. So you could actually make the case that right now we are seeing a weak bounce. But we also broke the horizontal support right here, which has shown significant in the past. We have been bouncing off from this level quite often, and right now we broke below this level, but we haven't really seen the reaction in the price that we wanted to see, like increased bearish volume, more people that are selling their Bitcoin. So that is both reactions we are not seeing right now, and that is the reason why I think Bitcoin is very indecisively, and it's very hard to say right now in which direction Bitcoin is going. So that is as well the reason why I'm saying that I'm going to, right here in this price action, going to stand on the sidelines unless we are seeing a further price action in the Bitcoin price. Then guys, let's have a look at the news section of today. We are not that often looking at the news, right? But yeah, this is something I thought is worth sharing because we have seen a lot of this company in the crypto news lately. And the title of the article goes as follows: after massive Bitcoin price boom, here's why February could be very big for Bitcoin. And what the article is basically explaining is that Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy is going to give a presentation to a lot of other companies out there and going to show them, going to teach them exactly how they could do something similar as what MicroStrategy did. And what MicroStrategy actually did is they invested all their funds, all their capital funds into Bitcoin, which means that if somebody wanted to invest in Bitcoin through the regular financial markets, they just could invest in the stock of MicroStrategy because MicroStrategy has all their funds in Bitcoin. So guys, that was a great action of Michael Saylor. Of course, he got a lot of publicity from this, and right now he wants to teach other companies to do the same things, to put a part of their holdings, part of their company holdings put into Bitcoin, also to gain more traction from investors. So I think this is actually very smart, and that is also very bullish for the mid and long term for Bitcoin. And yesterday, guys, I got one of the questions from the students is it possible due to this news that we are going to see an increase in the Bitcoin price right here? And I personally don't think that is the case, because if we were to see a correction with Bitcoin, such news is not going to stop that certain correction. I think news doesn't have an impact on the immediate short-term time frame. The price what we are seeing, guys, is, in my opinion, a reflection of human emotions. So right now we are walking a certain path of process right here, which has to do with human emotions going from extreme greed to extreme fear. And news is of course helping with developing these emotions of FOMO and FOD, but I don't think that news is really helping to prevent, for example, a correction or to cause a correction as well. I don't think that is the case. There is a famous saying, guys, that says, show me the charts and I will tell you the news. And I think that is actually correct. The news doesn't have a direct impact on the price. However, it is the other way around. When you are seeing the price moving, the news is writing according to the price movement. That is what I think, guys. And that is also the reason why I think that if we are in for a correction, then this bullish news for February is not going to stop that correction. But guys, we could be seeing a reversal right here as well, but I don't think that the news has any influence on this. And if we were to listen to Plan B from the famous stock to flow model, then Plan B is also stating actually that he thinks February is going to be a very bullish month. And yeah, I think that's quite interesting because right now, lately, Bitcoin has just been following the stock to flow model so precisely that it's actually getting quite scary. I don't know if you guys have the same feeling as me, but it's actually quite scary because we already, for a couple of years, we are already following the stock to flow model. This is one of the reasons why we also think that Bitcoin price is appreciating due to its scarcity, of course. But normally the price of an asset is never following the model such precisely as we are seeing right now with the stock to flow. And normally we also have a mechanism in the market that when everybody is believing a certain fact, if everybody would be following the stock to flow model, then the chances are less likely then that model actually is going to play out as the model predicts. So right now we are in a very weird situation where Bitcoin is perfectly following the stock to flow model, which in fact makes me as well bullish over the next months that maybe yes, due to the scarcity, the model right now is proving to be right. Maybe in the next month we are going to see a further increase and Bitcoin will go to $100,000 earliest at April, latest at September this year, 2021. Then guys, I have a quick announcement to make. I'm going to start a bootcamp for the students that have enrolled for the cryptocurrency trading course and have finished the cryptocurrency trading course and want to get more personal attention in their trading journey. I'm going to start a bootcamp which is taking approximately 8 weeks, where I help some of my students to become better traders, and we are going over all the struggles that the students have. We are doing that together in live Zoom calls. So guys, if any one of you is interested in joining my bootcamp, then you can send me an email at support@theblockchaintoday.com. This won't be the first bootcamp I'm going to do. I will organize further down the line. I will organize other boot camps as well. So if you cannot join now, you might be able to join the next bootcamp, because right now we have a limited place, and we already have like 10 to 13 people, and I want to have a group of maximum 15 to 20 people right in the first bootcamp. One precondition, guys, for enrolling for the bootcamp is that you have to finish my cryptocurrency trading course first, because I want everybody to have a basic knowledge of trading, so it is easier to communicate, and that when we are having these live sessions, that we are not talking about how to create an account on VMAX, but that we really can dive into the charts and really have a look at the trades of the students, what is going wrong, what is going good, really give personal attention to their trading journey and their trading development. So guys, for everybody interested for enrolling into the bootcamp program that I'm organizing, you can shoot me an email at support@theblockchaintoday.com. You can send me a private message on Discord as well. That is totally fine. For the ones that haven't done or completed my cryptocurrency trading course, you can right now still enroll with a $50 discount if you use the code BTFT. And guys, right now I'm going to show you a small fragment from a video with one of my students, where you can have a look how these bootcamp meetings actually would go. The video that I'm going to show you, a small fragment, is a video one-to-one, but normally with this bootcamp meetings, we will be in a group of approximately 15 to 20 people. It's also important because you can learn from other people's mistakes. So that is also the reason why I think it is very good for traders to learn in group meetings and not only develop yourself individually. So guys, here a fragment of how a meeting would look and which questions I would be answering, and how this process of these meetings would actually be going.
Channel. So I actually entered at the top of the market. I entered at 1400 because somebody gave a breakout signal that if it does this, it's going up. And I thought I saw that signal, and clearly either I did see it and the market turned around, or I didn't see the right signal. But anyway, I entered at 1400, so I entered at the top.
So this is actually a very common thing that is happening, that people it is very difficult to catch the breakout or to recognize the breakout. There's definitely that is a difficult thing, because most of the time a breakout is always at the resistance, which also could indicate that we are going to see a reversal. So when you are like longing a breakout and eventually the breakout is not happening, you're seeing a fake out, or you open the long position before a confirmation, then you actually long at the top. So that is this is something actually happens quite often. Normally, when we are seeing a pattern like this, if you can identify this pattern very early on, then that is always an awesome thing, because that means that you can trade within the pattern, you can short the resistance, and you can long the support. So what you did right here, I think it was right here, wait, the camera is in front of the numbers. Right here, approximately $1,400. Right here, you open the long position because you thought Ethereum is breaking out right here. And actually, that is not a strange thought at all, because we did saw a wick right here, and eventually we turned over and came down. So let's dive into the short-term time frame.
I traded the wick is essentially what I did. I thought the wick was the breakout, and then I entered.
So if we have a look at the 1 hour time frame, and let me we could set the line approximately like this, then you can see that wick actually exactly hits the resistance level and get rejected from there. If you would make it slightly lower, then we could be seeing a form of a fake out as well. So this is something this is actually quite tricky, because you see the price is going above a certain resistance level. However, this is arguable because you could set resistance right here as well, which means that we got actually rejected at the exact point and we hadn't seen a fake out. But let's lower the resistance for the example right here. Then right here you can see the price is going above a resistance. We are even seeing an increase in the amount of volume, which is all in all first signs quite bullish. However, price is turning over. We are seeing a sell-off and the price is just dumping straight afterwards. That is something we are seeing now and then. And a couple of things you can do in order to don't be a victim of such a fake out is to wait first before you see the actual breakout. So you want to have minimum a 4-hour candle close above the resistance right here, and you want to see a couple of hours right here with increased volume. So not only one spike here in an hourly candle in the volume candles, but you want to see follow through in the volume as well afterwards when you are actually seeing a breakout. So that is very important. Also, what you could do is you could either enter at the moment itself if you really think that.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yeah,
Just before
sure,
you move on
sure.
to the next thing?
Of course.
When you're talking about the 4-hour candle close, like I
Yeah.
think where I've been getting into sort of FOMO is some of these altcoins, not as much Ethereum, but a lot of the altcoins, when they do break out, they break out really fast. And if you wait for the 4-hour candle, then already it's way up in the market. And then I'm in the, am I trying to jump on a moving train scenario?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I'm not sure which of those scenarios I'm in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, am I waiting too
understand.
long, or am I getting the confirmation and have I got it?
Yes.
So,
So
how do you make the decision between those things?
So yeah, that really depends on each situation. But of course, the more riskier way to trade is to trade the direct breakout. And I'm doing that. I'm doing that myself sometimes as well. I just trade the breakout. I set a stop loss below. If the price reversing, then I'm being stopped out. So then you also have the problem. You could see a wick below, right? That is definitely possible. But if a altcoin is looking very bullish, then most likely when we are seeing a pump, the price is not really coming back down again. So you could actually like trade the direct breakout. So that is a I would say that is a calculated risk, depending a little bit on the situation. Normally, when we have a look at Bitcoin, especially when we have a look at a longer term time frame pattern or a bigger pattern. So right here we are looking at a pattern that is visible on the daily time frame. So let's go to the daily time frame. Then I actually would say it would make sense right here in Ethereum that we are going to see a 4-hour close above this level. And then it's really a confirmation, or maybe a 2-hour close above the resistance right here, increased amounts of volume, because this is a bigger pattern. If you would go, let's say, to the 1-hour time frame back, and you would say, like, for example, right here, this is a nice example of a quick breakout. We have a horizontal resistance, clear horizontal resistance. Price is breaking the resistance and off it goes. No time to wait for confirmation, right? In this specific example. But this is also a pattern in a shorter term time frame. So this is a pattern on the 1-hour time frame, and it formed right in a really shorter term time frame. So that is also different when you have a look at these patterns. So in this case, I would say as well, the moment when you see a breakout right here, you see a nice increased amounts of volume, it's a risk worth taking, especially when we have seen a bounce from here. It makes it increasingly likelihood that we are going to the resistance right here, which this would be a trade if you would take out at the resistance at approximately 14%. So that is actually a trade worth taking, if you ask me. But yeah, with such a trade, you don't get this 4-hour candle confirmation. You have to take different confirmations. So what you can do is you can have a look, right at the volume, of course, look at the price, but you could also use the RSI, for example. This is what I'm doing actually quite a lot. So when you see the price is bumping into resistance, then you have a look at the RSI. And then often you find in the RSI a resistance level as well, which we are seeing right here. And actually, this is a nice example, because right here you can see the moment the price is breaking the price resistance, the RSI right here is as well exactly at the exact moment, even one candle before, is breaking the resistance of the momentum indicator. So this is already indicating, okay, momentum is shifting to the upside with price testing a key level in the immediate short-term time frame. If we are going to break above this level, we are seeing increased amounts of volume. That's the time I'm going to open a leverage long position, and I'm going to close it at the resistance. But okay guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If so guys, please let's all take a minute, scroll below this video, hit the thumbs up button. Right now it is awesome weather at the location that I am, so today I'm going to enjoy the weather a little bit outside. What are you guys going to do today? Let me know down below in the comment section. How is the weather? I know for a fact that in Europe it's not that warm right now, but how is it in the rest of the world, and what are you guys planning to do today? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. And guys, even more importantly, let me know what you think is going to happen with the price of Bitcoin. Do you think that we actually could be forming a double bottom pattern right here and Bitcoin is just going to see a pump right here, going to increase? Or do you think that Bitcoin is going to move sideways, which is of course as well possible? Or do you think that we still could sweep the lows right here and Bitcoin is going to see lower levels? Guys, I'm very curious what you think is going to happen right here in the price of Bitcoin, so let me know down below in the comment section. Then guys, for everyone who wants to enroll for my cryptocurrency trading course, right now you can enroll with a $50 discount at www.theblockchaintoday.com. I have a link to my website down below in the description as well. Then guys, I want to wish every single one of you an awesome day ahead. For everyone who hasn't seen one of my tutorials, you can go over there, watch one of those, and I will see every single one of you in the next video.